Hello, hello, everybody. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of your favorite ticker, AITX. Artificial intelligence technology solutions. Mostly come rain or shine, we do these weekly updates. We do them for you. They're so cool. I love doing them. It helps me kind of put in perspective a little bit of the retrospect for the week and a little bit of look forward. So I love doing them. And our views have been increasing, which means new viewers, new followers, new fans. Thank you. Welcome. I hope you love it in our community. Now, an interesting thing about that, and folks that are watching right now, please pay careful attention to this. Half of our viewers of these videos aren't subscribers. Aren't subscribers. Please press your subscribe button now. Press your like button, of course, if you like the content, but definitely press your subscribe button because I don't want you to miss anything. And I expect to have some, kind of spontaneous videos over the next few weeks, videos that subscribers kind of get easier access to because they get notifications on. So please subscribe. We just broke through 5,000 yesterday, which is a huge deal. So awesome. Thank you everybody for being here and everybody for paying attention to what's happening with AITX. Let's talk about a couple things that are happening. The first goes along with what I just said. We are getting big views. We are getting huge exposure, more than anybody that I really can see when I look around publicly in the market for the stock, for the company, for our solution. So many calls that I'm on with my rad hat on, with one of my rad hats on, are open up with whoever I'm talking to saying, Steve, I love what you're doing with the stock. I love what you're doing with the company. I love the technology. I love the mission. And we've got a lot of followers in the industry. So those who follow us in the industry, thank you very much as well. I started these videos for the market to share what's happening at AITX, and it's kind of morphed, which I think is natural and good. So very, very cool. Now, I changed hats during there, right? You see, I took off my rad hat and I threw on rad dog hat, right? How cool are these? This is the merch. So the rad dog merch is shipping and it's fun. And let's celebrate Rad Dog on Stars and Mars. Money goes to charity. Proceeds from all of our merch sales always go to charity. So just know that we're not trying to raise money or earn money through merch. Quite the opposite. Have some fun, send some money to St. Jude's. That's the plan with the merch. So check it out. My wife is probably on screen right now with her merch. So it's fun. Get some for yourself, get some for a loved one, whatever. Enjoy it. Your dogs are on TV. I'm going to jump in my little agenda to dogs on TV right now, right? So we've got Stars on Mars, Monday, which is going to be maybe the 18th, I think, 18th or 19th. And we know from episode 2 that we will be in episode 3. And I was told what exactly the dog is going to do, and it's hilarious. It's so funny. I hope that what I was told it's going to do is what it ends up doing. We all know you never know what gets cut and what gets included on the final version, but it's awesome. Okay, so that's going to be fun, and I'm going to be watching actually in front of my TV. So I'll be in our Discord. Maybe I'll be on Twitter as well. But let's have some fun and have a little watch party as our dog gets huge exposure. Now, the more exposure we get, both in the market and in the industry, the better it is for us as a company. Because ultimately, we're in the business of driving fundamentals. We're in the business of driving greater recurring monthly revenue that we want to bring in at a high gross margin. So when somebody picks up the phone with me and they start talking and they like what I'm saying on the business side and they decide to become a fan or a follower or an investor or all of the above, it makes them vested in us, which gives us more power and control to build this business. So it all works together, and I'm really happy about that. Now, We have the K. The K is out. I want to give some additional details on why the K came out on our last possible day. Number one, okay, I love our auditors. This was a misstep on their part. It was not a misstep on the company's part. Our stuff was ready in their hands a few weeks after close of the year. We are very, very, very good at that. We pay our auditors usually within 48 hours of getting their bills. We don't mess around. I know from unfortunate experience how it could kill OTC companies if they don't have a good group of auditors and lawyers and accountants around them. So we definitely do. I really like these guys. They do a great and thorough job, which is what you need to know that when you're looking at these documents that they are completely perfect as a full SEC reporting company. So that happened and that's good. Now, we're heading in the right direction. That's evidenced in the K. I'd say the big thing is the loss is way, way, way down from $60 million to $12 million, almost entirely because we don't have any derivatives anymore, right? No notes, no convertible notes that then convert and drag your profits down. So we don't have any of that. So that was reflected. So really the $12 million loss is really, majority of it is operating loss. You know, that's the nut that we need to cover with profits, among other things, kind of in a simplistic way. Now, because we did some downsizing, that nut will be lower this year, which is good. So I expect, it's reasonable to expect some significant improvements on the top line and the bottom line for this fiscal year, which is the direction that we need to be on. I hope everybody internalizes what I just said. We're headed in the right direction. Greater revenues, lower loss. Maybe no loss, maybe positive cash flow. We'll see, but the trend is the right direction. And we've got a great auditor, and there's no issues that I would need to talk to you about because everything is headed in the right direction. And just to kind of preempt, FUD that inevitably we attract. Whenever you're on the road to success, there are people that will work to tear you down, and we certainly have our share of that. But I extended the no reverse split. Exact same terms as when we filed it almost 2 years ago, extended it a year. Will we extend it another year? Maybe. I don't see why not, because the conditions have to be right for us to do a reverse split, and that really revolves around NASDAQ. Now, there's other conditions that might warrant a reverse split, and there's going to be pundits on Twitter and on commenting on YouTube saying we should have done a reverse split. We should have done a 3-for-1, a small reverse split. Guys, I feel that would break our backs. We don't have to right now. We're not going to. Obviously, I put it in writing. So please, when you see this reverse split chatter, please hit them with the facts. And the facts are we've amended corporate paperwork that show that we're not going to do it. And we filed it, and therefore it has to be true. Okay, now, do we want more sales? Yes. Does every company want more sales? Pretty much, yes. It'll never be enough. And I've shared with you the good and the bad regarding how we're stacking our sales funnel and struggling in some cases to get it through the bottom end to ink. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep working at it. Are we going to roll up and say, oh, hey, sales didn't go as much as I had wanted? They still went up. We still increased recurring monthly revenue. Did they increase as fast as we wanted? No. So what are we going to do? We're just going to buckle down, dig in, work harder, figure out complementary strategies and tactics to get it going. One of the things that we did was we recruited Holly Hunt. Holly is so well connected in the industry. She's arguably better connected than Mark or myself. And Mark is, he's everywhere, right? So that's a big deal if Holly is better connected than both of us. She already has 11 solid opportunities in 8 days. She's awesome. So that's really cool. So that's going to be one of the tactics, which is hire additional salespeople. Try different things. The other part of what we're doing is train practitioners, security practitioners, our customers, train them how to sell internally. Train them how to do that better. That starts on June 27th with a CS-sponsored town hall, which I'll moderate. And we have 3 well-known practitioners that are going to share their best practices. So you can see we're going to execute tactics and strategies till we hit our goal. We didn't grow as much as I wanted to. Doesn't mean we're going to take our ball and go home. It just means we're going to dig in and work harder. In the K, there's a lot of good info, and info that I've written really starts at page 7 or 8. Now, there's some stuff that's like boilerplate carried over from prior years, and there's a lot of stuff that's new that I wrote over the last several weeks. And I encourage you, if you're going to open up the K, read that stuff. That gives you some of the ups and the downs and the directions that you should know, right? You can watch the video. I'm going to give you the highlights here anyway. Sales stuff. Okay, we had a big event in Nashville. I just did our 3rd presentation to a top 5 hospital network. I'm pretty sure that's going to result in a significant Red Light My Way pilot. Our existing healthcare Red Light My Way clients should be coming out of the shadows in the next couple of weeks or so. That's what I expect. We got a large dealer rollout, which I noted in the K because it's of such magnitude. And we're really fired up for a busy summer, not like it's ever not busy. Listen, there's some surprises brewing, okay? And I'm not talking TV and movie surprises. We've maxed a lot of that out. Monday, we're going to have Stars on Mars going. Then we got Blue Beetle in August. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm really happy with that. It's fun to be first. But then, there's a time when it just becomes old, right? So I think we've done a great job in that area. We'll see what happens. There's really very little concentration on that going forward. I want to concentrate on sales. But there's other surprises that I'm working on. And if you guys keep your fingers and toes crossed, and if I do a good job negotiating and selling, then there could be something very exciting happening. Again, I got to be kind of mysterious on it. I got to share it with you because that's how I'm built, but I can't tell it to you until it's more real. So that's where that is. But on the sales side, hundreds and hundreds of quotes are out there right now that we're waiting on. We literally wait daily. We don't wait, we work. But every day, POs can come in. I think to start June, we had 4 or 5 days of ink every day. And I was like, keep it going, guys. Every day I want ink. We will get to that point. But it was a great way to start the quarter. It was a great way to start June, that's for sure, right? So the K is out. Holly's on board. Marketing exposure is at an all-time high across every category. We've got a good internal focus on trimming out a variety of reliability-related items. And overall, I'm feeling excited and exhausted. I might take Saturday off. Everybody, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.